What is sin? As Jesus says to David, who is sin to? What factors into the composition of sin? Am I complete without sin? Or is sin incomplete without me? Why can't sin just let the human race be? Many a time sitting down to reflect about life, I tend to ponder on these issues, demanding answers, but ending up leaving more questions. I try my best every day to strive for perfection, only to cry because of my imperfections. Romans 5 says that when Adam ate from that fruit, sin entered this world. But you see, what we refuse to accept as truth is that after he ate, we no longer became God's precious pearls. Instead, we died. And God lost his right eye. I can't imagine what a devastating blow that might have been. All I know is that he cried. Especially after the first man lied. So when I came into this world, I entered as sin. And clothed by fibers and proteins and tissues, one physical trait I hated so much because it was the one thing which gave me issues. I was filled with lust. Anytime I saw those bountiful backs exhibited in skimpy minis, I swear more than Vin Diesel, I was swept and fast to furiously have them in my beds. And normally when that equation failed, I resorted to my only bill, which required no long emails, no restaurant bills to sort myself out. I mean pornography. With that in mind, I could simply draw the explicit details of any lady's geography. But you see, lust wasn't my only specialty. I was jealous and envious, quick-tempered to anything frivolous. I was quick-wanancy. My greed had no remorse. I was a jack of all trades. I tried my best to sway the redeemed into hate. I worked for the devil. But you see, enslaved against my own will, I didn't really understand myself. If I wanted to do what was right, instead I did what I hated. If I want to do what is good, I can't. I want to do what is right, I don't. I don't want to do what is wrong, I did it anyways. I lived in a dilemma. I ate in sin. I drank in sin. I slept in sin. I lived my entire life practically in sin. But it wasn't over. Mercy said no. When Christ died, I died with him. When I was buried, my desires went deep down with him. When he conquered death, I conquered sin. When he resurrected, I rose a new man indeed. And when he ascended, I was initiated into a state of immortality in him. He took all when he took my flaws. He left the flock when I was lost. He showed me unconditional love without giving it a thought. When he said all power on earth and in heaven had been given to him, was actually telling me I'm now free from the shackles of sin. Because when he said it is finished on the cross, I knew it was referring to me. So anytime I hear sin knock on the door, I open it widely, look straight in his face, smile gently and say, sorry, you came a bit late. I'm no longer a slave. I've been saved. That is why I worship him, my creator. God bless you.